Welcome into LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. I am Max Bretos. This is the show that gets you up close and personal for all things black and gold. 2023 was another massive, eye-opening year for LAFC. They were able to expand their international footprint. They hosted Lionel Messi. They played in several major finals during a record-breaking 53-game calendar. Historically, when MLS clubs play that many games, they don't make it to the business end. But not the black and gold. Had a big late season push, made a playoff run, and were able to make their second straight MLS Cup final. In that game, they would lose to the Columbus Crew, missing a chance to go back-to-back. And now it's time to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. We take a look at LAFC behind the Crest as preseason begins.
It's over! The Columbus Crew, 2023 MLS Cup champions!
We are in a new age of MLS where it's much harder to win than it was 3 decades ago. But if you look at a body of work of first 6 years in MLS, it would be an MLS Cup, 2 Supporter Shields, it would be a run to CONCACAF Champions League final with tweaks to the nucleus, 3 different Golden Boot winners, and 2 different head coaches. That's a heck of an entry into any league in the world. It's been that special, and in many ways, they have been the envy of MLS. And to do that as a second team that enters the Los Angeles market, I think makes this all the more admirable for what they've done out there.
We don't take off years here. We go for it every single year. That is the expectation of LAFC, and those expectations have not changed, nor will they change.
Yes.
So first day today, getting guys going. Some guys have traveled a little longer distances, some guys less, so we're still trying to make sure that everyone is adapting to training their own individual way. So starting a little bit slower, getting guys going, and then the coaches obviously have tactical principles they want to start right away to get the guys to adapt to get our preseason started the best possible way.
This is the earliest I'm going to be out on the field all year long.
Wednesday.
This is it.
I hear Wednesday. Ryan is coming. Great.
Hey guys, welcome back, everybody. Just so you understand, preseason, guys, is going to go by really fast. We don't have a lot of time. The first 3 days will be kind of general concepts, get you going, start loading, starting to feel your legs again. After that, it's going to feel also tactical. We have not a lot of time. We have to cover a lot of ground. Other than that, okay. Gav?
Yeah.
Take them away.
Progressing the intensity of things is the key, obviously starting the first days. Building up the volume as well on the guys the bodies to tolerate, and progressing in general with all aspects of the training. I think the most difficult part is, of course, getting the high intensity stuff and your body to tolerate it. So mentally being focused and getting used to contact situations is the key in avoiding these injuries in the first few days.
Lo más importante es obviamente prepararnos bien, trabajar fuerte, tratar de entender la idea del profe. Creo que eso es lo más importante, estar todos en la misma sintonía y entender la idea de juego para que cuando entremos en competencia no tengamos ningún problema, podamos hacerlo todo con facilidad y con naturalidad. Yo creo que es lo más importante.
A lot of hard work, a lot of fitness, a lot of young guys in right now that we're bringing along and getting good minutes, getting integrated, learning the system. But more than anything, I think being in a lot of these preseasons, as the weeks start to stack up and the team comes together and a couple more guys get into camp, things will really start rolling. But for right now, yeah, it's a great environment, and like I said, it's a lot of hard work.
Very good. First one in the books, still strength session to go.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax, we relive Latif Blessing's most iconic moments with the black and gold. LAFC Weekly is presented by Carmax, official used car retailer of LAFC, by BMO, official bank of LAFC, and by Pacific Office Automation. We have your office game plan. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. To say LA and LAFC loves Latif Blessing is an understatement, even now after he has moved on from his career with the black and gold. He was an original. I mean, from the beginning, an LAFC expansion draft pick. He would spend 5 memorable years here, and I could sit here and tell you how near and dear he is to the black and gold supporter group, but a better way to do it is to show you, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. Latif Blessing is this week's Call Jacob iconic player.
I'm the game changer. Let's go!
Blessing. To the number 10. The ball to Ureña. On the turn, Ureña. He has Rossi. He'll play him. Rossi to the right. Blessing. It's in! What a golazo! This is clockwork football!
So here it is. Lee Win. Lee Win! Blake! Oh, yes! Latif! The goal goes to Latif Blessing. Do the dance for me, baby. This was Dio. Dio laid it on. It's 1-0. LAFC gliding in to score the goal was Latif Blessing. And LAFC. The cover towards the ball. Latif Blessing! It's too easy now for LAFC. They have a second. And another chance here. Latif Blessing in behind. And Latif Blessing pulls it across. What's that? Gives it away to Blessing. Blessing through. Where's Carlos Vela? Harvey with time. And Blessing! It's beautifully done by LAFC. Peter Shaw back into the middle. Rossi trying to get there. It's in. It's 2-0. It's Latif Blessing. Get himself back onside. His cross clipped in far post. Header back in front. Bingham swatting at it, but it's in. Blessing looked like he got the final touch. There might be a check, but as it stands, it's 1-1. Vela in the middle. Vela trying to get it away. Falls for Latif Blessing. Blessing around Bingham. There it is. 3-2. Blessing, 2! And clear daylight on a vital night! Let's go, black and gold!
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax, LAFC defender Ryan Hollingshead takes us inside his journey to the black and gold. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. Matt Doyle, who writes for MLS Soccer, said about Ryan Hollingshead he is the best American player never to be called up to the national team. He certainly deserved that honor, but for one reason or not, it didn't quite happen. Now that he's creeping into his 30s, the window is closing, but he is still an exceptional fullback for LAFC. joining the club in 2022, which made him an MLS Cup champion. And that was a big reason why he came here into the first place after a very exceptional career with FC Dallas. Get to know Ryan Hollingshead. He is this week's player profile, presented by Rockstar.
Hello, my name is Ryan Hollingshead, and I am an outside back for LAFC from Sacramento, California. So growing up my whole life, I was an attacker. I loved to score goals. I loved to get into the attack. I drafted to play professionally in Dallas, and in my first year there, got converted to outside back. I really found a great position as outside back. Love being an outside back, and I love the fact that I'm able to join in on the attack, even from that defensive position.
Ryan Hollingshead! How many times does he deliver a big moment for LAFC?
I still kept scoring a lot of goals, and I think I broke Zuzi's record now. I think I have the most goals, which is just so exciting and so much fun.
The top scoring defender in Major League Soccer adds to his tally.
My professional career began after 4 years of college at UCLA. I got drafted by FC Dallas.
FC Dallas selects Ryan Hollingshead.
I actually took a year off. I didn't go play for Dallas in the first year. I went and helped my brother start a church, and then after a year went and joined Dallas and started my career then. So I think I was 22 when I started. Leading up to the draft, actually, I started telling teams not to draft me because I was gonna go help my brother start this church. So the draft was a really interesting time for me. It wasn't this moment of a ton of expectation or excitement. So I was kind of pursuing something that God put in front of me. And what happened that was crazy and outside of my control was after telling teams not to draft me, I was not at the draft. FC Dallas took a chance on me and drafted me anyway, hoping that I would come back and play at some point. I didn't think in the moment it was going to work out. I thought I was gonna be at this church for a long time, but the way that things played out, I was able to go back and play in Dallas and start my career there. And then from there, I had a really good career in Dallas and then got traded out here to LA. When you reflect back on where you've been, 2 years here at LAFC, it's been just some of the best time of my life. Being able to have these chances to fight for trophies and fight for championships. Part of the reason that I wanted to come here was exactly for that reason. Let's go win some more trophies. Some of my favorite goals of all time, I think, were the first brace I got, the first 2 goals in a single game I got. It was against Vancouver at home in LA, just after being traded from Dallas here to LAFC. Scored my first brace. That'll be a moment I just always remember because I came into this club with so much excitement, and that was my first year, and that was the beginning of what became our championship season, and something that I'll just remember forever. Outside of soccer, I have a ton of hobbies. First, I love to invest in real estate. I run a couple real estate companies just down the side. The competition that comes with that. I love the idea of kind of making my money work for me. I also love being a dad. I love doing house projects. I redid an ADU. I love just working with my hands, being handy. And then obviously love playing with my kids. So taking them fishing, going to the beach, going and building sandcastles, those sorts of things. So lots of little hobbies. Obviously, while I'm playing, there's not as much time for those things, but when I retire at some point, I'll get more time to explore those hobbies. In terms of a player that I look up to in the football world was Kaká. I loved watching Kaká play. Loved his style of play, how linear, how fast he was. I also love that his faith was a big part of his playing to him, and he was vocal about that and clear about that. That was always super encouraging to me. Another guy is like a LeBron James. I love the way that he just carries himself. A guy that I look up to that I do know is a guy like Ilie Sanchez, who just in every aspect of the game is entirely professional. All those things that you would look for in a captain and a player and a professional. And so really look up to that sort of just dedication and commitment to the game. Personally, I have goals as well. Some of the goals for me is like my faith, my spirituality is super important to me. My relationship with my wife is super important to me. My relationship to my kids is really important. So there's some goals around that, like dedicating time to be in prayer, to read my Bible, dedicating time to take my wife on dates, dedicating time to play with my kids, be intentional with my kids. If you don't do it, then all those things can kind of get washed away or become less important. And so you have to really fight to keep those a priority.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. From Cardiff to LA, Gareth Bale takes us on his journey from his final day in Wales to his first days with the black and gold. LAFC Weekly is presented by Carmax, official used car retailer of LAFC, by BMO, official bank of LAFC, and by Auto Collision Group, official auto collision center of LAFC. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly, presented by Carmax. Gareth Bale had a short but memorable career with LAFC. We all remember how it ended at 2022 MLS Cup, and the whole process of it from the beginning. You could probably make a documentary about it. But keep this in mind about Gareth Bale, one of the most famous soccer players on the planet, a Champions League winner with Real Madrid. He chose LAFC when there were so many other suitors, and he did it in a year where he played his one and only World Cup. Quite an adventure, great opportunity to relive it all again. Gareth Bale and his move to LAFC is this week's Classic Club Moment, presented by Remitly.
When you're on a football pitch, I think you have to give it a go sometimes. You have to take that chance.
Huge transfer news. Welsh superstar Gareth Bale has agreed a deal to join LAFC of the MLS.
One of the great players on the planet will be taking his talents right here to the City of Angels.
I'm looking forward to starting at LAFC. I want to win games, I want to win trophies. I'm very ambitious. I have been through my whole career, so when I'm there, my full focus will be on LA and trying to win games and trophies like we all want to. It's nice, isn't it? The decision was down to the club itself. I think we obviously had a lot of offers, but LAFC just seemed the right club, the right fit. Look, black and gold. Let's go a bit of red off the Wales. The black and gold. The perfect boot, no? Yeah, black, gold, and then red for Wales. It's everything I need in my life. The club just seems very ambitious, going in the right direction, the right fit for me, I think. Want to be winning trophies, want to be challenging, so yeah, everything just seemed a very good fit, and it felt comfortable straight away. I want to be playing games going into the World Cup. There's no secret behind that because every player wants to be as fit as they can, but I think experiencing a different league again. I think obviously I've played in England, played in Spain, so yeah, to try a different league, another culture, something that will be cool to experience, and yeah, I feel like going to LAFC there's a big chance of winning trophies, which excites any player. And yeah, I want to come there to work hard and, like I said, win trophies, win games, because that's what everyone wants to do in football. Hard work.
Tonight, coming from the Bank of California Stadium, the Stars are well and truly out for the hottest ticket in Tinseltown tonight. Neatly for Rango. Chicho Los Angeles is black and gold tonight.
Hello and welcome once again to the heart of Los Angeles, where we are gathered here at Banc of California Stadium for another historic moment for LAFC.
We saw this as a special opportunity to welcome a special player to a special club. So with that, I would like to welcome Gareth Bale.
Hopefully now I can play my part and take this club hopefully to the next level and try to win the trophy. So thank you everyone for being here, and yeah, all the best.
That's all the time we have for this week's LAFC Weekly. Always great to be with you. Make sure you get out there and see the black and gold in person. Until next time, we'll see you right here. My name is Max Bretos. Go black and gold.